Alfred is the crown prince of the kingdom of Firene. And can we just acknowledge right away how weirdly sinister he looks in this official artwork? The man we know in game is cheerful, upbeat, and extremely supportive of his friends. Yet the picture we see here has him sporting an eerily menacing grin and posing like he's Count Dracula. If I didn't know better, I'd honestly think he was a villain from this art. Putting that aside, Alfred's design has always been rather strange to me. As we stated before, he's the crown prince, yet it's his sister who wears the crown while he gets this barely visible vine circlet on his head. The attire itself is certainly very regal looking, but the use of white, blue, and gold makes him seem a little bit too similar to Alear, I think. In fact, it stands in stark contrast to his retainers, who sport green and orange, proving once again that Fire Emblem Engage cannot be bothered to create any sort of clear visual consistency for any of its main regions. Like, Firene is supposed to be the Kingdom of Flowers, but that's only barely communicated in Alfred's design through the aforementioned circlet and the sort of leafy brooch he has on his shirt. Speaking of which, considering that Alfred allegedly puts a great deal of effort into his physique, isn't it a little weird that the man wears such loose-fitting attire? Something a little more form-fitting that highlights his muscles might have been more appropriate here. Like, I know Alfred has this sickness that he tries to keep secret, so maybe you could have done something like, oh, he wears loose-fitting clothes to hide how emaciated he is. But that argument falls apart a little bit when you consider that his casual wear in the Somniel actually does portray his physique a little bit better. And like, I'm not saying we need to make Alfred absolutely ripped, but at least make it clear that he's a bit more toned, you know? I mean, it's never actually stated, at least that I can recall, that his sickness actually impacts his physique at all, so. Anyways, honestly speaking, it feels like they might have tried a little bit too hard to make Alfred resemble Sigurd, his canonical emblem partner. All in all, gonna have to give Alfred a D.